Jaylen Barron regarding Blindspotting season 2. You say Jaylen and goes, wait a minute, let's make sure we get the right name spelled, not Jaylen Brown.
No, I'm not a basketball player.
You know, so here we go. We just finished watching Trish be a snitch. No, just kidding.
Oh boy, you're right, but yeah, you're right.
But what went into that? Obviously, Trish decided in this one episode everything was going to come out. Feelings, deception, So explain to me how this episode ran out for you.
Okay. I think Trish handled it wrong. I don't think she should have blew up the spot like that fast. I think she should have went to Ashley first, had a private conversation, understood what was going on, and then still told her mom. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody else was wrong for keeping it a secret for sure. But I think that she should have been honest, like from the jump about it, Ashley. But Trish definitely didn't have to do that. She did a lot. Would I tell my whole family if I caught my brother's girlfriend cheating on him? Yes, I would, but not in the way she did. I think she was being irrational and she was acting off of some displaced emotions. But yeah, there's no but. I think Trish was wrong.
And there's no love, there's no BFF relationship with Ashley. Not to a
Not in
certain
that
extent.
moment. Yeah, not in that moment. She immediately like flipped the script, but then you have to remember like this is her brother. Her loyalty is to her brother first, and then it'll be Ashley. And then because outside of this situation, it's Ashley, loyalty to Ashley, and then everybody else. And we've seen that constantly with Trish. Is like regardless of whatever her and Ashley are going through, she's loyal to her. She stands up for her, and she makes sure everybody knows that she's on her team. But in private, she's gonna let her know what's going on, and that's what I do respect about Trish. I don't understand why she felt like at the party was the best place to cause this whole commotion, because it did stress her mother out. I felt like she was definitely wrong for that. I'm never gonna say she was right in this episode because I didn't agree the way she went about it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like keeping secrets is one thing. You may tell one person and try to work it out, but when you tell everybody, we've seen a scenario when it happens at the family table where everybody's around, you're like, oh, not cool. Not only that, but she's obviously, not just telling that secret, but she's telling Jacque, her feelings as well.
Yep.
So she's like decided to come be, if I'm gonna come clean, let it call. Either you're gonna hate me or you're gonna love me, all in this one episode.
Yeah. Yeah. But she didn't have to blow up the spot like that. She was wrong for sure.
And like I said, she's talking about, obviously sabotaging her relationship with Cuddie, because here's, she was definitely just trying to blow everything up, or like she's trying to find redemption in what she's doing, like doing, is that how you saw it?
Yeah, I think she was just trying to control a situation the best way she knows how, and it's to sabotage it from the inside out, and she thought it would work, but then it backfired, as things like that always do. I feel like with the whole Cuddie and Jacque's situation, you know what? I can't even lie, because I feel like when I was younger, I probably have done something like that too. When I was so in love with somebody, right, when I was younger, and I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna ruin everything from the inside out. And then like it didn't work. I knew it was gonna fall apart from the beginning. When I read the first page of the episode, I was like, girl, you're in a whole bunch of trouble. But she was just trying to find some control in it. She doesn't know how to communicate. So what do people who don't know how to communicate do? They act out, and that's what she was doing.
Do you think up until this point, Trish has evolved, or it's just she's in the status quo mode?
No, I think she's evolved. I definitely she's toned down a lot from the first season. She's definitely more empathetic. And what I noticed is that in this season, I feel like she can admit when she's wrong more. And she's a little bit sweeter and a little bit softer and a little bit more vulnerable. But then, of course, that little mask comes back up when she's like, this isn't working for me. This is no longer helping me in this situation. And I gotta respect it. I have to respect it because it's hard. It's hard, especially, being from that kind of area, and then, being a Black woman, and then living with your brother's girlfriend that you don't like, and trying to make money, trying to survive. And how much control can she possibly have? She's gonna try and grasp onto anything that she can.
That's a lot going on. For you, you've been working a long time. Obviously, you've had a couple of runs here and there in different places. This is the one show where you obviously has lasted more than a season. You've worked with different directors and writers.
Mhm.
How have you evolved as an actress as you continue to work, episode by episode, and you're working with different directors?
Definitely having more respect for the craft and more respect for people's time and the energy and effort that the whole production takes in order to create this piece of art. And making sure that I'm coming to work every day 110%, knowing my character from top to bottom, through and through, and making sure I'm giving everybody the show that they deserve. And definitely beforehand, when I was younger, I just, I thought acting was just so fun, right? I was just like, oh, like I'll just learn these lines. These only 3 lines. It's so fast. And not really understanding because, again, I didn't go to a performing arts school. I didn't go to college for acting. I didn't do any of that. I didn't study theater. And I'm going off of acting classes that I was in since I was 12 and just grabbing and pulling and taking, and molding my own form of what I think this thing is. So when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, no big deal. Like it's just 3 pages. Ha ha ha. Let's just do it. Let's go really fast. Rather than stopping and thinking about the mechanics that can go into it to make the scene so beautiful that these icons do, like Denzel Washington and Drew Barrymore and Leonardo DiCaprio. It'll be 2 lines, but they make it so much deeper than surface level. And I feel like as an actress I've found a new respect for acting and um making sure that I now put in more to a scene so that way the audience can receive more from it.
You may be young in age, but you're not young in this business. You've been around for some time. People look at your background, it's like, oh, this girl's been working for a good minute now. So like, and I always say, listen, you don't necessarily need schooling.
Mm.
I say that in any atmosphere or platform, you need time and experience.
Yeah. Mm.
Was like I said, time and experience gives you more time to adapt and adjust. And learn the craft.
Yeah.
Whether you're a musician or any form of artist. You have people that are law enforcement that went to school for that, and then there are those who just got into it.
Yeah.
And you obviously throughout on different projects, and then you do this consistently, and you're working with different people. You're learning because
Mm.
you've got all this experience that you've done elsewhere that you can bring onto it.
Yeah.
Working with the Helen Mirrens and Jasmine, and the rest of the cast, all of you uplift each other.
Hmm.
And so, like, I've seen pictures and videos of you guys hanging out as a cast and so forth. How much has that helped you out when it's an ensemble piece? And then when you come on and you do different episodes, you either get a couple of lines or you get bigger lines.
It's made so is your question like referring to what is it like working with
Yeah,
them?
when you work, like with this particular cast, you guys uplift each other, and when each episode airs, there are some that's going to have more scenes, more to do, and then but it works in spurts. You come in and you do your part,
Yeah.
and that's a credit to everybody working as a whole.
Yeah, I think it's also a case of not taking anything too personal, right? Like because Rafa and David are my friends and like they're my family as well now. So I know that like say if they're not putting me in episode 2 and 3, before I would be like, oh my God, is it because I didn't do my big one on episode 1? So they're writing me out of it? And it's like it's not the case. It just doesn't go with the storyline. Relax, put your ego to the side. This is art. This is a story. Go with it. And working with Jasmine and Helen, it feels, believe it or not, it's very relaxed. Okay. And at first, when I was around Helen, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I can't even mess up. But when I saw that she's just a human like all of us, and she'll mess up her line, or she'll be like, oh sorry, I didn't stand where you need me to stand. I'm like, this is just, she's working just like me. And it's hard to think that these actors that you put on a pedestal are didn't make any mistakes, and they've always been on top of it. Every single day they're at the top of their game. And being around people who are vulnerable with you and share stories with you and put down their mask and give you advice and ask you questions on advice that they can take, it makes you feel more relaxed and wanting to do your job even better, because you're in an environment where you feel like, okay, I want to do my best for these people because they're giving me their best every single day and they're giving 110%. So I want to. They're inspiring, and they're intelligent, and they're really sweet. So that's what it's really like working with them. And I'm not even putting dubs on it. It's not even like I'm over exaggerating. It really is that set. It's fun. And I'm not gonna lie, when I've gone to other sets, I forgot. I'm like, oh my God, this is not how every set is. I've been on Blindspotting for so long that here I am on this set, and I'm like, right, y'all don't get down like that. Okay, no jokes in between. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna sit down and go over my lines now. We're being serious right now. And on Blindspotting, you can go there and it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party, and it might just be because it's the vibe of the show, which it probably is. But I'm not gonna lie, it makes you forget what normal Hollywood is, because I feel like we're so special. I do. I think we're special.
So we having hung out with Jasmine and Rafael and David, are you ready to come to New York and go to the New York and spit some poetry?
You know I am. You know I am. I'm ready. I'm ready for that. You said New Yorkers?
The the Eureka Cafe. I don't know if it's still down there. I'm too old school to even think to see if it's still down there.
Let me
There's a
write this
spot.
down.
That's like there was a spot where people go down there and spit poetry. It's been so long. I don't know if it's still down there, but Jasmine would know.
Okay, so you say it's called New
Eurekan. New Eurekan Cafe.
Like a New York Puerto Rican, but they combine the words.
Yeah. If I'm right, I'm saying it like on top of my head, like I've known it for so long, so we'll see. We'll see, And when you're not on the show, what keeps you humble? Obviously there's some people that are going to recognize you and there's some people that don't. When can you be yourself without having to worry about social media?
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm myself 100%, 110% of the time. Shout out to therapy because she helped me with that. But social media is such a weird thing. Love her, appreciate her, but also side eye, because it really makes people step out of themselves and act very different for the camera. And that's what I don't appreciate about it. I consciously always have to remember, and luckily I'm in this business, so it's been easier to realize this, is that not everybody is what they're giving you, right? Don't take everything somebody is giving you for face value. It's not really real. And I think that's also because of, having friends in the industry and knowing the real tea, and then seeing people act a certain way with people, but the fans are eating it up, and as they should, because that's what they're supposed to do. But knowing they know all this is fake. And I just hate the fact that people are constantly comparing themselves to social media and people on social media, because like I said, it's not real. It's not real. Even me on social media is not real. I don't be looking the way I look on this app all the time. I don't talk like this in a cool way all the time. Like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. And it's hard to not put on that front, to be to try and be the coolest girl in the room, to try and be, because at the end of the day, nobody really is, no matter who you're putting on a pedestal, everybody has flaws, everybody has an off day, everybody has a downside. And I think social media is, compromising the youth's mind into thinking, oh, we are this way, so you need to be this way all the time. And I feel like it's taking a lot of people's personalities. I do, because I notice when I'm around my younger cousins, all of their personalities seem to be the same. When they talk, when they use expressions, because they're learning from people online, right? They're all watching that same viral video. So it's becoming uniform, rather than when we were younger, it was this person's authentic, this person's authentic, because we weren't seeing anybody and trying to behave like them. We would watch a movie and be like, oh my God, that person's cute, I'm gonna get it. And then that would be it. We would stop it there. But because you have so much access to others and seeing who they are, they're mimicking and constantly just copying and pasting. And it's really disturbing to me. And it really does trigger me and upset me, because I'm like, no, that's not even who they are. And you're too young to act like that. So that's my relationship with social media, but still love her because she can be really fun, and you can learn everything and anything in the palm of your hands. And that's what I really do appreciate about it. But I really do think that it's coming to a point where people are not having their own personalities, and they're watching so-and-so on TikTok and they think this is the best personality to have because she's the coolest girl.
Just gotta just do you, be around who's with you, and know the real you. Moving forward, as we're coming up, towards the end of the season, what's left for Trish? You know, like now the cat's out of the bag. You know, what are we expecting before the next episode airs?
She's still mad. You can expect her to still be mad, and what else can you expect? You can expect her to still be mad and
evolve.
no, I wouldn't even say that, because we only have, she evolved from last season up until this last hurrah, but I wouldn't even say that she's evolving in this last episode. She's being her. She's still being her. Yeah, that's all I can say is expect all of Trish.
So we'll leave it at that. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Obviously, it's a new enlightenment to know, highly speak to you. Sometimes when you talk to people in a group, you don't get everything because we have less time. But now that we've spoken for a good amount of time, it's okay. I get her. I see her.
Thank you.
We'll make sure we promote this out there. Best of luck with everything else, and hopefully see you next year, season 3. Make it happen. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Nice to meet you.